U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Right to the air is Jackson.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Straight, it's Pacheco.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throw left side, there's London.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Drake London,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Touchdown, Vikings. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just...
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey. 13. Go.
Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Hey, go Lions.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Nolan Smith, a late first-round pick, in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
In motion right, that's Claypool.
Jackson on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
No, we change it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hey, ram. Go.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Kappa.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Go. Whoa.
Herbert. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5.
Whoa. 5-9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
On 4th down, Herbert trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackson now off the play fake. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now Jackson, flush to his right.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
An audible here to get a new look.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will score. Touchdown. Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now Lamar changing the look.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. It's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
13.
Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Now it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3. Hey, go Lion. Taylor tight.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he is caught. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, go lion, 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 lion.
Henry again on second down.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
5-9, 5-9. Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Jackson.
They'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now a throwing first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Claypool with another catch.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a bit closer. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Herbert.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Henry running right.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. And brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Lazard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's just so unusual to see a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak play. Give a lot of credit to the defensive front. They weren't permitting anything.
And from the naked eye, they only needed 2 or 3 inches there.
Yeah, and how do you go from needing 2 or 3 inches to losing yardage?
Go.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Crowd right. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Lions will take over. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Throw left side. There's London.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
Hey, middle. No, we changed it. Yo. You at X.
Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
50 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, Drake. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This 2nd and 4.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ray.
Now Herbert. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Ray. Set.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Again, it's Henry.
And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.